knows where this road is supposed to lead. We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be.
Alright, we're back. As you can see, this is boneless thighs, and I'm getting ready to season it now. So once I season it, then I'm going to stick it in the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and set the oven for, I think about 400 will be fine. Alright, as you can see, I have seasoned it up really good. Not a lot, just enough to give it the flavor it needs, because the other stuff is going to happen. Well, I used a little bit of this and a little bit of this. So when I do my seasoning, I just try to sprinkle it on there to where I can see it, not pile it on there to where I can see it. Because I used to do it, you know, not really pile it on there, but I used to put it on there a lot. Because people say, if you put a lot on there, then you can taste it. Yeah, but then that's when the sodium goes up, and then you got that high blood pressure. So that's not necessary. So we're going to look closely, and you're going to see I just sprinkled it on there. It's the coloring that's making it pop up, and that's the adobo coloring. And then the complete seasoning is mixing in with it. So I've already preheated the oven for 400. You can do 350 if you want. You can do 400 depending on how you want to do it. I'm trying to get dinner done. I'm running behind, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that so I can get to the next step. So I'm gonna wrap it up and stick it in the oven. Alright guys, you see that it is sitting in the oven. I do have the pan on top of the stove. I am going to do my ingredients, which is onions, bell peppers, and red peppers. I'm going to get them ready. And guys, I forgot to come on the right way. Thank you for watching TreZena's dinner show. So, I'm back once again, and we're going to get it going. So, my pan has dried. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that olive oil in there. So hold on. Alright, my warriors and anyone else who's watching, check it out. I have my onions in there. I turned it from high because I told y'all once before I cook on high so much it's ridiculous, but I turned it down to 5. I always go to 5, but just high, just to get it going. Just like when you're trying to get stuff boiling and stuff, you have it at high, then you turn it down. That's what I did here. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get them cooked. Once I get them cooked, I'm going to put them back on that plate, because the next thing would have to be done is the mushrooms. But after I kind of cook the mushrooms, I am going to do the cream cheese as well. So everything will be in there, and then I'm going to mix it all with the cream cheese. Or however you want to call it. I say cream cheese, but I'm trying to make some, what is it called? Cream of mushrooms. So we're going to have cream cheese mushrooms. How about that? So we're doing something a little different than normal. I do have the whipping cream as I showed y'all, so I'm going to see what I need, because I do want it to be overloaded so that it'll be a lot. So this back here, I'm going to turn that on, and I will show you what it is. Let me move this away so it's not in my way. There are my potatoes. I'm going to have some mashed potatoes. So I'm going to get that turned on now so that it can get going while I am cooking. Alright, we got it all together. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put it in the plate and go to the next step. All right, we have a little bit of butter and a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to mix the two together, and then that's when I am going to put the olives in there. I have washed the olives probably about 5 times, because if I see a little dirtiness, oh no, no, just a second, let me rinse this off. Alrighty, now we got our mushrooms in the house. Let me stop. Anyway, so we getting these mushrooms done. I've seen a lot of people that don't eat meat, which could be either vegan or vegetarian, whichever one they want to be. I've seen them use mushrooms for their meat. It's kind of neat. But we're going to let this cook. So, let me let it cook. Just a second. Let it cook. Alright, we let it cook. And now you see it done shrizzled down some. I had to pull some of the juice off because there was a lot of juice in here. So now I'm going to plate it until I'm ready for the next step. Okay, that is the whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream. I used half of it. Okay, see what ounce it is? So I use 8 ounces. Okay, so I'm going to stir it and let it do what it's going to do. And then I'm getting ready to put one of the sour creams. I keep saying sour cream because I use it all the time. Actually, it's the not Philadelphia. Can't get this right. It is the cream cheese. Walmart brand. So let me put that in there. Alright. I did throw some black pepper. Now I'm just going to get this cream cheese smushed, the first one. And then I'm going to put the other one in there. I'm going to turn it a little lower than about 3. Because I'm doing this for the very first time. So I have to do it to the point where I know what I'm doing and make sure it don't burn. So I'm just smashing it. Okay. So this is something new for me. That's why I say sometimes you just have to try different. You have to, go out on a limb. Try something different. So and you just keep mixing it. This is the second cream cheese that I'm putting in there. So it's a strong possibility I might add more whipping cream. But I'm going to just try to get this as thin as possible. Not being in chunks and stuff. And I think I'm going to add a couple of seasonings. So I'm going to show you in just a moment. Alright, as you can see, the potatoes, they're ready. So I'm going to take them out, drain them, and throw that butter. Don't have any sour cream, but I'm going to steal some of that. Yes, I do. I do have sour cream. I'm going to hook it up. So hold on. Alright, I'm going to put half of this in there to get those potatoes going, get them all mashed up and taste them really, really good. Remember I told y'all I bought this? That is what this is for. So I'm going to go ahead and get them going. And then I'm going to mash them. So let me mash it first because I'm using one hand. So I'll show you what happened afterwards. Okay guys, what I did is I put a whole butter. So instead of putting a half, put the whole butter in there. Then I put a little bit of coconut milk, because that's just what we drink. We drink soy around here. Soy, almonds, anything in that perspective. But just put a little bit, not a lot, just to get it, you know, creamy. So this is done. So now I'm going to go back to working on the cream of mushrooms. Alright, we have added garlic, 1 tablespoon, oregano, a half, well, let's say 1 teaspoon, and the Italian, 1 teaspoon. So tablespoon for garlic, the other 2 teaspoons. So this is the outcome. We're getting it going. So by the time you do everything, this right here will be empty. Okay, so you will need 16 ounces of this to complete this meal, along with 2 of the 8 ounces of cream cheese. So now we're just letting it get itself together. And once it have gotten itself together, guys, then we're going to add all of the mushrooms, onions, and all of that. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to pour it on top of the chicken. So stay tuned. This is looking and smelling so good. So I'm getting ready to add everything in here. Are you ready? It is all in there now. So what I'm going to do is just keep stirring it a little bit so that it can go ahead and do its thing. And then I'm going to pour it on top of the meat. So as you can see, up here is my mixed vegetables. So I'm going to cook both of them. I always cook them in the microwave first. And then I... you know, if need to be cooked longer, I cook them in a pan. So, let's see what happens. This that good old chicken, pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and drain the water and juice off of it. And I'll show you how it looks. Alright guys, once you see it look like this, then you can go ahead and take that and put it on top of that. That's what we're about to do. Now it's nicely covered. Now some people might have not wanted to put the green and red peppers in there. You don't have to. That is optional to you, but that's what I want to put in mine. So I'm going to stick it back in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes and it'll be all set. As you can see, this is the finishing touch. We're going to go ahead and turn that stove off because it is all the way done. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the plate so you can see how beautiful it looks. Alright guys, as you can see, right here we have the mixed vegetables. Right here we have the mashed potatoes with the gravy. And right there we have the mushrooms and chicken gravy, or cream of mushrooms, whichever way you want to say it. But this is the finishing touch. So if you want to see more of Mz.TreZena's Sunday dinner show, just give it a big thumbs up. Then if you are not a warrior yet, hit the subscribe button to become a warrior, along with hit that notification button to be notified of all videos. Make sure that you're hitting the top notification bell so that you can get all the videos that are being done. Again, share this video with someone. Someone may want to come up with an idea, and maybe this may be the idea that they're coming up with for their Sunday dinner. So once again, thanks for watching. Later.
So come on, ride with me, see where this thing goes. So come on, ride with me, baby, if it's meant to be. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, maybe we will, maybe we won't.